Hello, welcome to The Man Who Would Be King, starring Sean Connery and Michael Caine. Two legends. And Michael Caine, the last film I've watched was with Michael Caine, Noises Off, which was hilarious. Yeah, this time in an adventure film. And yeah, the first time I see Sean Connery on this channel. I've watched a couple of films with him, but not on this channel. Yeah, and John Huston is my second film, although he's also a legend in directing. I have a couple of his films on my list, including The African Queen, which was a recommendation from my father. Yeah, the only film I've watched directed by him was Princess Honor with Jack Nicholson. Yeah, so that would be interesting. Yeah, what I know about this film is that Sean Connery and Michael Caine are two former soldiers who set themselves as kings in some unknown territory. Yeah, that means a lot of conflict potential already there. Yeah, but I can't imagine how that's even possible to just say, I'm the king now. Because what are the locals' standpoint about that? That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, nominated for 4 Oscars. I will look that up afterwards. Yeah, and I think there's nothing more to say. Except, let's rock! Sean Connery and Michael Caine. And Christopher Plummer. The Man Who Would Be King. Oh, music by Maurice Jarre. I like his interpretation of what's it called? Unchained Melody.
I've come back.
So this is after, I guess, because he came back. That's clearly Michael Caine.
The same, who sat beside you in a first-class carriage 3 summers and 1,000 years ago.
Okay. Now we're in the past. So something went horribly wrong.
You men are not under arrest, but both of you richly deserve to be in jail. I have your records before me. There's everything in them, from smuggling to swindling to receiving stolen goods to barefaced blackmail.
Okay, but interesting characters so far. I would say morally flexible or questionable.
We don't want money, just a little of your time, a look at a book or two, a study of your maps.
Okay, they're asking for a map. Interesting.
We've been all over India. We know her cities, her jungles, her jails, and her palaces. And we have decided that she isn't big enough for such as we.
Yes, that's
big
what I
enough.
understood the commissioner to say.
Therefore, we are going away to another place, where a man isn't crowded and can come into his own. We're not little men, so we're going away to be kings. How's that for a plan?
You're both out of your minds.
That's very ambitious. Let's say that.
Morning to you, brother.
Mm.
Glad you stopped
Undercover.
by for that matinee performance. What do you think of it?
Well, it's convincing enough, but what the devil are you two rascals up to now? Last week it was kings you were to be, of Kafiristan, as I remember.
Right, but we got to get there first.
Who'd hurt some poor crazy priest and his servant, I can twitch so as to put the fear of Allah into any good Muslim. And I can froth at the mouth something horrid. Do you want to see it?
I can imagine.
They want to be king. But both can't be king, right? So one of them will be king.
Wish us luck.
Good luck indeed.
And luck they need. And like I said, it's very ambitious. Very dangerous. And yeah, something will go wrong.
Private Mulvaney, come to your attention when I'm addressing you.
Take 3 men and put Private Mulvaney under close arrest.
Oh man, this poor guy. Oh. That's dangerous.
How to divide 5 Afghans from 3 mules and have 2 Englishmen left over?
Shoot them out the saddles.
No, the mules will bolt.
He's spitting it in the fire. Then it explodes. But then what? Then the mules run away. That can't be the plan. But it is. Huh. And they run away. Oh, bad. But he got him. Interesting.
Up and up we went, and over snowy saddles, till all at once, two giants stood in our way.
Reminds me of Planet of the Apes.
They're not real, thank God.
No shit. But that's a clear warning to don't come here, right? These scarecrows, or what they are. Oh.
Danny, we could get on.
Okay. That's a sign. They're meant to be kings. Uh-oh. No. Oh. Maybe no, they saved them? And then they're heroes? Huh. Without camouflaging themselves, just standing there in the open, shooting. And they're taking one prisoner.
Hail the conquering hero. Where's their gratitude?
Oh, man.
He wants to know where you come from.
Tell him we tumbled from the skies.
Min nazlu asman.
Like gods.
He wants to know, are you gods?
Not gods, Englishmen, which is the next best thing.
Who says, take your pick.
He does? Oh, tell His Majesty, one's prettier than another. I couldn't choose.
Take many as you like. He has 27 daughters.
They're his daughters? His own daughters? You dirty old brute.
Different countries, different customs.
He's smiling all the way through.
He has 32 sons.
Man. So much shit. So many children. How old is he?
You, look. That one goes to there. We have to use a gate.
Down there, like that.
There we are.
I mean, before you fight, you have to learn standing. These are wise words. No formation. No tactics. And these two know how to fight. And they have rifles. Oh, this guy. Whoop. Right in the chest. In the heart region, even. Maybe they will say, wow, he was shot in the heart, but he lives. He's a god. Maybe they do.
Hold on, laddie buck. What's he up to?
He's a he-great warrior. He win this big battle. And now, according to custom, he lop off their heads.
He won the battle.
He says, watch out or he get very angry and lop your head off.
We ain't gonna put you city to the torch, nor hang you in chains, nor rape your daughters. Henceforth, let the men of Erheb and the men of Beshkai be as brothers.
Yeah, interesting. That's in their interest to unite everyone. That's a hard task. But he still has the arrows.
Sikandar, a god, come here long ago from the west. He builded great city, sit on throne. All peoples worship him. Then one day time comes, he say he must go to east. So Sikandar promised to send back son.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Is Danny not son of Sikandar.
No, Billy, he's a man like you and me. He can break wind at both ends simultaneous.
The arrow's stuck in the bandolier.
Ah.
There was no miracle, Billy.
Man, they have so much luck. They're so lucky all the way since they started the journey.
The message comes from Kafu Salim, High Priest of all Kafiristan.
What's the message?
Kafu Salim says, come.
All right, well, tell him to stand by, and the army will be ready by first light.
He says, no, you come alone. Him and you.
Without the army?
Shut up, Danny.
If we back away from a meeting with old Confucius, we'll lose face. And that is the one thing a god cannot afford.
That's right. Now it's more like a game of chess. Doing the right moves. So he checks everything and then he says, wait a minute, you're not a god. Kill him.
He say, now we shall see.
See what? Oh no!
Throw your filthy swords to take the paws off me double quick, or by God, I'll have the guts for garters. I'll pluck out your livers and feed them to the kites. How dare you lay your hands on me?
What the fuck?
Daniel Dravot, Esquire!
Whoa. Man, that was close. And again, so lucky. Now they are accepted by these religious people. Yeah, so everything seems perfect now. No, now after seeing him naked, no, you're not a god. Can't be. Nice camera work. Now he's king. Officially. From now it can only go downhill. And we know that Peachy is fleeing or something. I wonder what happens to him. Everything from the time of Alexander the Great. This is worth a fortune. Over 2,000 years old.
All would make us the two richest men in England. The Empire. The world.
Now greed comes in.
I ain't going, Peachy. What?
What?
I see things clear.
Oh man.
Everything that's happened from the time we decided to come here. Now, before that, beginning with your taking Brother Kipling's watch, more than chance has been at work here. More than mere chance. Why his watch and not somebody else's? And what made him give me the emblem? One thing after the other. The avalanche, the arrow, the mark on the stone. Not to mention another Roxanne. One more thing is needful for my destiny to be fulfilled. That I take her to wife.
That would be the mistake.
Sign's very bad, Peachy. Priests open up birds, all green inside and stinking most horrid. Imbra very angry.
Now, Billy, you know as well as I do that Dravot's no god.
But then priests must be mistaken about Imbra. He not angry because God marrying a mortal, but because son of man pretend to be a god.
That's right. He never said, I'm not a god. He always said, yeah, that's right, I'm a god. Interesting.
You'll catch fire, I warrant. Like all women should when their husbands hold them close. But you won't perish, girl. I promise you that.
He probably doesn't understand a word. And he's straight to the point, putting the crown on her, before even talking to her, hearing what she thinks. Nothing.
I'm to be married mid-morning. Could you not wait and leave afterwards?
If you like.
Okay. So what happens at the wedding? I don't know. I have the feeling that something is wrong with her. I don't know. Maybe she kills him because she wants to see if he's a god or not, and then Peachy has to flee without the gold. She's like in a trance or something.
She bit me.
Huh? What the fuck? Oh! He's mortal. Oh no. Oh man. There are too many. And there goes the gold. They came with nothing, now they're leaving with nothing.
Out of bloody ammo. Me too.
That's it. Game over. Cutting the bridge?
He bowed his head, his death to feel.
Do you know what they did to Peachy? They crucified him, son.
Oh, what?
He just hung there and he screamed, but he didn't die. And the next day they come and they took him down and they said it was a miracle he wasn't dead. And they let him go.
Man.
His head. You knew Danny, son. Oh, yes.
He cut the head? That's it? That's it. Man, yeah, great ending. So many things going through my head now. Daniel died, which is still alive but broken, and his surviving is considered a miracle. That's a little ironic. That was such a great story. All right, okay. Then I would say see you at the review. All right, that was it. That was The Man Who Would Be King. Yes, great film, great story. I can say so much about this film. So much great things. I mean, yeah, first of all, the direction by John Huston. This was the second film directed by him I have ever watched, and by far the best. Yeah, the story, I mean the writing, John Huston took part of it, and based on the story by Rudyard Kipling. And Rudyard Kipling was played by Christopher Plummer, so his character was real, I guess. But on the other hand, it's not labeled as biography or something. And I haven't seen any based on a true story. So I wonder if this is a true story. Let me look that up real quick. Yeah, it's not really a true story, but something similar happened. That's what I find out in this quick Google research. Yeah, that was great writing. And I really liked the character, even though they were morally questionable. But I mean, they were not good people, but also not bad people. Kinda in the middle. And yeah, Daniel, who later was then king, he really tried his best. But in my opinion, what he could have done better is communicating more, listening to people. He was too quick with his decisions without communicating enough. That's what I think. Yeah, but on the other hand, he really tried his best. And he kind of believed later on that he was a god or godlike. He said it was his destiny, then it was more than just luck, and he believed it, I think. But in the end, it was just a matter of time until they found out that he's not a god, because I don't know, some cut in his finger, then he would start bleeding, and then everybody knows. Yeah, and Peachy, on the other hand, I was surprised that they didn't kill him. I mean, they tried to, but that they let him go in the end. That was really ironic, because they said it was a miracle, but very tragic in the end. Yeah, it was a little sad. Although the film was very funny. It's not labeled as comedy, but so many funny moments. The music was great. I really enjoyed that. Maurice Jarre did a great job. Made it very emotional at times, and very epic at other times. That was great. Also the cinematography, and combined with the landscape and everything. Some shots you can tell that this was a painting, but overall there were great shots in it. Especially the mountain region and such. Looked very great. The avalanche didn't look that great, but okay. 1975, and I don't know how big the budget was. Let's take a look. 8 million in 1975. That's about 47 million today. It's not much. It's really not much. So considering that, it's really impressive what they did. Yeah, and since this is an epic, there's great value in production design and costumes and such, makeup. So I wonder, it's nominated for 4 Oscars. I will look that up in a bit, so stay tuned. And I also like the pace of the film. It wasn't too fast-paced, not too slow-paced. Yeah, in combination with the length of the film, had a good length, even though the time went by very quick. I mean, overall it was very enjoyable to watch, especially with the humor in it. Enjoyed that. It didn't take itself too serious, even though it's a kind of serious topic. Yeah, it had a good combination of that, of both. Yeah, so let's see what Oscars it didn't win. It didn't win Best Writing. It didn't win Best Art Direction, and it didn't win Best Costume Design and Best Film Editing. Yeah, interesting. In 1976 Oscars, let's see. Jack Nicholson won. Oh, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Yes, great film. Walter Matthau was nominated for The Sunshine Boys, which I've seen on the channel. That was a hilarious film. Okay, which film won production design? I mean, set decoration, art direction. Barry Lyndon. Hey, I've watched that also on my channel. Shampoo. I watched also on the channel, and The Sunshine Boys. And that's for best art direction. Yeah. Interesting. 4 films from that category I've watched on the channel. Barry Lyndon, best costume design, of course. Oh yeah, and editing. Who won editing? Jaws. Oh yes, that was the year of Jaws. Yeah, interesting. All right, and that's it. Oh yeah, let's see some trivia. Sir Michael Caine and both sirs. Sir Michael Caine and Sir Sean Connery were disgusted by the treatment of Syed Jeffrey during filming. He didn't even have a chair to sit on between takes on location. Finally, Caine had enough and shouted to the crew, "Get this man a fucking chair." He was treated badly or what? Interesting. When he appeared on Inside the Actor Studio, that was a great show, Inside the Actor Studio. Sir Michael Caine recalled that a few weeks into shooting, both he and Sir Sean Connery were worried and concerned at the lack of direction and feedback they were getting from Huston. Caine approached Huston and asked if anything was wrong and if he was happy with their performances. Huston replied, "You're getting paid a lot of money to do this, Michael. I think you should do it by yourself." Okay, interesting. John Huston tried to launch the movie version of The Man Who Would Be King many times before completing it. It was originally conceived as a vehicle for Clark Gable and Humphrey Bogart in the 50s. Okay. Bogart died before the movie could be made, and while Huston was considered who could replace Bogart, Gable also passed away. Huh. He later reimagined it as a vehicle for Burt Lancaster and Kirk Douglas. later for Richard Burton and Peter O'Toole. When it was considered as a vehicle for Robert Redford and Paul Newman, Newman suggested Sir John Connery and Sir Michael Caine. Interesting. Burt Lancaster and Kirk Douglas. That would also be a good combination. Sir Sean Connery's favorite movie role. Also interesting. And I can see why. The film takes place from 1882 to 1885. 3 years. Right. He mentioned 3 summers. 3 summers and 1,000 years, he said. Karum Ben Bui, who played the high priest Kafu Selim, was said to be 103 years old when he made his only movie appearance. When he saw some of the footage, he declared that now he would live on forever. 103 years old. Man, he didn't look that old, to be honest. Between filming, Sir John Connery ate sheep's eyes to appease a local sheikh, little realizing it was his heavily disguised friend Eric Sykes playing a prank. So he really ate sheep's eyes. Oh man. Michael Caine says in his biography that John Huston, the director, addressed him and Sean Connery only by their characters' names on the set, never by their true names. He also confessed that both him and Sean Connery improvised dialogues and even scenes. Interesting. In his autobiography, Christopher Plummer mentions that he was a late replacement for Richard Burton. So Richard Burton was first considered a main role and then this role. Also interesting. Alright. That's it. Yes. Great film. And that was another Michael Caine film. But not the last. I can tell you that. Yeah. And only not the last. And also not the last John Huston film. As I said in the intro, there's plenty on my list. The African Queen, for example. Then and yeah, I don't know, a lot of classics. I can tell you that. All right, okay. See you then. Bye bye. Over and out.